I'm good for it. I ate 2 plates of spaghetti. Shout out Jameson.
Don't fuck with no. But yeah, nah, man, everything's straight though.
You ain't been around here a long time, man. You only talking to the mic. Pause.
I was trying to move this shit out of the way. I didn't know we was like, started anyway, so I just keep it up there. But yeah, nah, man, came across. I've been seeing these videos for a while, but those videos where like in all those like foreign countries, niggas been like filming themselves at the top of like fucking skyscrapers and all types of shit, where like they just like at the highest point of a fucking building and they just hanging off, dangling, like how they arms just like hanging by like, you know what I'm saying, like a beam, or like they just doing like the 1 foot or doing flips and shit on the edge and shit. I'm like, gee, like I don't know why I enjoy watching them.
Oh, because you'll never do that shit.
Because I know I would never do it, but it's also like the anxiety, bro. Like I realized the other day that like I started like breathing a little heavier when I watch it. I'm like, shit. Like I don't like heights. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really scared of heights, but I don't fuck with heights.
Same way.
So I'm just like,
how you feel on ladders?
I can do as much strength, like core strengthening that I need.
No, I mean like you got to go on the ladder on like the house. Or
no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting to.
Okay,
I'm like, I can do enough core strengthening, like to really feel like I got a lot of balance and feel good about it. But for some reason, I'm getting on top of a fucking ladder. Like, I be on a 6 foot ladder at the like last step, trembling. Like,
and that bitch always starts shaking.
Like, yeah, like what the fuck is going on? So I ain't really comfortable, and I'll just say it flat out. I'm not gonna be that nigga that get up on a ladder and get up on the roof doing some shit.
Yeah, your roof high as fuck.
Like I'm not gonna do it, bro. I ain't getting up there. Like I know like even like our boy Nate, you know what I'm saying? He was like it's a couple Christmases where he got up there and did the lights on his, and he got a high like roof too. And I was like, oh, you did that, bro? Oh shit, that's what's up. Like, I ain't not getting up there, bro.
I ain't like the ladder at the crib I grew up on, and that bitch wasn't tall.
Yeah.
And when my grandma was like, hey, get them gutters, put them lights up there, and I'm just sitting up there like,
oh yeah,
all right, well, can't be a hoe. But then I'm in that bitch shaking whole time, trying to be a fireman later on in life.
Like this, I think this is gonna be my calling. Like,
I went up there like, fuck it, y'all paying me? I got a wife.
Yeah, nah, I was just like, nah, like, but seeing it, I'm just like, how many of these niggas? Like, what is it gonna take for y'all to not do this shit? Like, it's dangerous as fuck. First of all, y'all breaking into these areas of these buildings to get on top of.
Oh, they not doing this shit like they at the Sears Tower, no shit like that.
No, they're like doing it where like, you know how those doors and windows that be like, you can't, nobody's allowed on the roof, or like they be doing that shit on like, they even do the construction sites and shit be on top of those. I was like, nah, it's a fucking movie out now. I think it's out, or it's been out for a while. But that movie where they the two women get stuck on the little light tower, the tower that like the planes
I want to see
and
that
shit. Like, yeah,
I'm gonna go pay to see it. I'm gonna see it on Netflix.
I kind of want to see it too, but like I'm like that's gonna be one of those. I'm gonna have to smoke or something before I watch it, because like that might be a bad idea actually to do that, because that intensify it.
Your ass under our blanket.
Like, gee, I'm like
anxiety.
Shit.
Oh, these bitches gonna die.
Like, oh man, hell nah, bro. But yeah, I wanted to. I was just thinking like, damn, like we ever did some shit like that? Like I know, like being a shorty, like not that in particular, but like I remember doing dangerous shit. But like I've always been a very like fuck it, scary ass nigga. Say what you want to say. I don't give a fuck. I learned at an early age that if it's some shit that look dangerous and look scary, like all the niggas around me would be like, yeah, let's go do it. Nah, me riding my bike in the woods and shit, like to the average person, that probably ain't scary, right?
Yeah.
But like nigga, I don't know what's up in here. Like, y'all, we riding bikes, and then y'all leave me, y'all popping wheelies, because it's like, it was ramps and shit all up in there.
Yeah,
like, we ride up.
I know, I've been over there too.
Bro, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm ready to go. Y'all ready to go? Like, this swamp over here, I don't know what the fuck is up in this shit. Like, I just ain't been no adventurous or like thrill seeking ass nigga, man. That just ain't me.
You win some, you lose some. At the end of the day, I ain't going either, bro.
Like, shit.
It doesn't matter that I'm not going.
Let's start the show.
Start the fucking show, because you starting off already.
God damn. People on that goofy shit.
These people out here tweaking, bro.
If you ready for the show, say. 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 Welcome to the I Ain't Going Show, where anything goes except us. I'm your host, CJ.
And where are the white women at?
Ready?
And where are the white women at?
Some shit changed around here, bro. What the fuck? Wow. Okay. This is what happens when you leave your daughter around your laptop.
On some CJ-ish.
Well, she done rearrange some words, some stuff.
Yeah, dog.
And they didn't even try. She was just hitting keys.
Here with my boy, my co-host D.
D is in his bag.
Yours stays the same.
Yo.
We're here to debate, relate, berate, and be great. And as usual, let me see if this shit works.
Homie time right now, okay?
Hey! My dog is back, bro!
Yeah.
He is back.
Man, they thought I wasn't going to come back.
Man.
But I made it back.
Niggas try to take your spot and shit like that. Like, hey, keeping it warm.
Hey, man, listen, hey, everybody that came through, man, did a great job, man, and just, really held it down, and, like, wasn't worried for my job at all, man. It wasn't like everybody. I wasn't, I was like, oh, yeah, nah, this should take a different level of dedication that they, I don't know if they all ready for it, but coming on as guests, they are phenomenal. They came through, they rocked it, and I appreciate the shout out and the love and everything that everybody sent while I was out too, man. So
yeah, let's shout out people that held it down, man. Shout out Chris, Jameson, my wife Mars,
yeah,
man. We appreciate y'all, man. But the real niggas is here. Man, how you been, man? What's been going on with you, man? It's been like a month.
Yeah, man. It's been good. It was just taking some much needed time to get some shit in order, and just kind of needed to take a step back for a little bit. Nothing crazy, but and that's we're allowed that. What I'm saying, every once in a while. So. But yeah, man, just everything been good. Been doing a lot of traveling out of nowhere, which that started with the DR, and then we went over to Miami, and then now we got another little road trip coming up this weekend and shit. So
you gotta be a family man, a husband and shit.
Yeah, man, you know what it is. I honestly I ain't been too mad at it, because it's just been it's been some necessary shit, bro. Like just being able to, like, the 2 trips here, it was just me and wifey, leaving the kids at the crib. Like, I had my
that's rare.
One of my boss actually, when I had told him about that was traveling, and he was like, wait, didn't you just go to DI? It was like, and you went to my. Was the kids with you on that one? I was like, nah. He was like, good for you.
Hell yeah, dog.
You. I was like, yeah, man.
2 trips without the kids, bro.
Like,
that shit crazy.
Like crazy. And like, we got a nice little, system too, that like, makes it easier for us to do that, and it helps. You know what I'm saying? When you got people to help look out to the kids and shit while you break out for a little bit, and we don't be looking for like no like long stays.
Mm-hmm.
It's just more so like those like 2 to 3 days of just being able to
good
pop
time,
out.
not a long time.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because like after that third day, we be ready to come back anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, but to have those days where you get to just wake up and nobody like jumping on you, you know what I'm saying? you know, you ain't got to guard your nuts all day, you know what I'm saying? Because they just fucking fling their arms and legs everywhere. For some reason, you just always happen to find a way to kick me in my shit. But
all time.
like, but you know, shit was cool, man. Like, just good weather each time that we went, each place that we went. And just like being able to have that quality time, just really, you know, like hanging out with, like, she just, you know, we realized we're like, yeah, we homies. Like, this is like, you know what I'm saying? We ain't no arguing, ain't no this and that.
Gotta do that reset.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And like, you know, and shout out to my wife for being the one that really, like, you know, kind of pushes that shit. Like, I'm more like, you know, the finance
money
guy. Like, yeah, how much? Nah.
Who is going to pay for it?
Yeah, I'm just like, gee, like, okay, so I see what's in this account. And you see what's in this account, but like, you know, we always make it work, man. It's always like that. You know, sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet and just say fuck it, just go. And now I'm in recoup mode. Just like head down, just fucking don't talk to me for the rest of the year. Like
trying to get my publishing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, man. Other than that, man, everything been straight, bro. Like, good to be back, and
That's what's up, man.
just kind of, you know, need that, you know, breather real quick and shit. But appreciate you, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, holding it down and everything too.
Yeah, appreciate you coming.
Like, but other than that, man,
I hope you don't enjoy that vacation too much.
Man, listen, you know, hey, bro, like,
you can text me like,
but nah, it's
I need another week. Like, oh no!
Oh, you would have got it. You would have got it.
Break my balls.
Have Brave on here next time, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God! So she can tell me I don't know shit.
She gonna give you all the content you need right there.
I'm talking about Lilo and Stitch and her little bum ass friends.
But how was your week and shit, man? How's everything been?
Man, week been cool, man. You know, don't have no. By the time you hear this, my wife had been gone and came back, so single dad mode again and shit. Yeah, which I'm cool with that. You know, I already purchased my tickets to take our daughter to some shit because it's finna rain, so I can't take us to the park and do some free shit. Yeah, which I would normally do. Yeah, try to get some editing done. Yeah, but yeah, man, we'll do all that. Work out, avoid fried chicken. I went to the store. I'm finna fry up some. Not fried.
He's like, avoid fried chicken.
No, I'm not frying. I'm gonna make some nigga fried rice, man. I got some shrimp and some pork chops. I'm finna chop that shit up, do that shit, man. So I'm gonna be in the house for the most part and all that shit.
Need to be like Ransom and get that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he done fucked around and inspired. What you call
flat
it?
Tops?
Yeah.
I've been on it. When he's sitting there, I was like, yeah, I'm already there,
Judge
bro.
Reed finna get one. Him and his wife then did a pact and shit like, all right, Mother's Day, Father's Day, let's get this together. I was like, it was like, this is the third time we've seen this shit. This guy.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, man. Like, that I've been wanting one of those for some time now, so I'm definitely with y'all on that shit. You can fry up some fried rice, you know, grill up some stuff real quick.
That's the dryer.
Oh, okay. I was like,
fire drill, nigga.
Should we get out? Like, what's going on, man?
Nah, we had a guest here and she was washing clothes and she turned some shit that we don't normally use. We never turned it off.
I got you. Like the signal,
the alarm and shit. Yeah. Normally you just leave that shit there and be like, where are my clothes? Yeah. Oh, damn, they in the dryer. Yeah. But, same. Anyway, we've been cool. All right, man. Let's get into Black History in the Making. Black History in the Making, as we always say, we want to shout out the good black people that are doing. Damn, I'm so fucked up. Happy to have you here. Want to shout out our ancestors for everything they did for us to get this point right here. And we also want to shout out the good black people that are doing things right now to help us progress. And D came up in here. He got the Black History in the making, dog.
Oh, shit. Listen, man. And it actually is like really fresh too. So I don't know all the ins and outs about it. I don't even follow these niggas like that, but I do watch them. But like Castanet, bro, I feel like this nigga's a real, he really him out here, bro. Because
whole time.
Apparently he just launched their first like advertisement. I guess what I saw was that.
We're going to put it on the side over there.
Yeah. So Streamer University.
Yeah.
Bro, it's an all expense paid trip or free trip to come to this school, to a university, and basically create content all the time. From what I gather from it.
I guess you right here, dog.
Yeah, there you go.
Streaming University will be an all-inclusive trip paid to where all creators will be living in the college campus for free.
Yeah.
And just enjoying getting content in general. If you want to be a teacher or student, apply now. You don't have to be a streamer. Just a general creator is needed as quick as possible. If you want to be a part of this in other creative ways, DM me as well.
Bro.
But make sure to enroll now.
Bro.
And that shit sold out immediately.
Yeah, bro. And he had to have known that it was going to do that.
Yeah.
Like,
nigga showed up with some PlayStations at a park in New York
and shut that whole
city up.
The whole city up. And like, I want to say I didn't see the location of it, but I know that he just recently bought a home in Atlanta too.
I don't know what he did with the location. It wasn't all in there.
Yeah, because I didn't remember seeing it either, but I know I saw something a couple of days ago of him showing off his house in Atlanta. He got a new Atlanta house or whatever.
Okay.
And maybe, I don't know if the university is here as well. Maybe that's where he relocated, which, you know what I'm saying? That's dope, but like,
it would have been mad expensive to do that shit in New York.
It's just going to bring a lot to the city. And I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? He'll have motherfuckers moving here if he live here. But anyway.
I love when niggas close the door when they get here.
Even if, hey, listen, man. All right, hold on now. Come on, man. Slow
That's
the fuck
our
up.
problem. Crabs in the barrel.
Listen, now you can visit here all you want. Just, you ain't got to come. No. But either way, man, I think that's like really dope because he is someone who I saw another clip or a post, someone saying that Kaisenet is truly proving right now that we made the right person famous. Which I was like, damn, that's a good ass compliment to have because it's like he is like doing and making moves and creating opportunities and just really giving back in ways that everybody talks about, but he at his scale is really doing that shit.
Did you see that video at Met Gala when like this white girl was talking to him and he was just like on some like he's streaming, somebody else is filming and he's just like, yeah, listen to her. And then,
oh yeah, because she was like feeling him or some shit.
Yeah,
like
and he was like, "Oh, you know who else like that? My wife." And bounced.
yeah. I saw that. I saw that clip too, and I was just like, "Yeah, this dude is a pretty upstanding guy, man. Like, that is just dope." Because I even
every time I watch like a clip of his stream, because like,
yeah,
I don't even know how to get on the stream.
I actually think he's already in Georgia. I ain't gonna hold you. Because somebody, I think he does live here and streams here. Because
I remember he got kicked out of that one place in New York or whatever.
But he has a bunch of cars, and one of the people that I know who has a hangar, like a car hangar.
Airplane hangar?
No, it's called like a car hangar. It's like a big warehouse where they do like,
he got his shit over there.
They do storage, but they also do like photo shoots and all of that. And he had him on his page one time,
nice.
Showing off. You know, he had a whole photo shoot with all his cars that like are all red and shit. Like, and if he didn't live here, I don't know why he would have came all the way to Atlanta to shoot just that. You know what I mean? So I think he is here. So again, to all y'all, you know what I'm saying, streamer fans and like, you know, and fuck with him the hard way. Hey, y'all already know the shit that I'm saying, so forgive me for not knowing all the ins and outs. I'm old. I'm sorry, but he definitely is doing big things, man. And it's gonna be exciting to see what he does with this, because like that shit low key had me ready. Like, shit, can I make that work? Can I stay up on this motherfucker for, you know what I'm saying?
Like, oh, where is he? Oh, he's shitting.
But it actually, but think about it, like, cause they have like content houses, but he got like a university that makes it, that's like, dope as shit. Bro, that's like, and you know, a university is buildings, it's a campus.
Feeding the masses.
That's wild.
Yeah, man.
That's wild. And then if he get it like that, just like a university, you go to a school and all your, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody that leave from there gonna have massive followers.
But all of your IP is basically under him at that point. Just like a regular university, everything that you create, like when you go to a school and you're a scientist or an engineer and you work on those special projects, and you get your PhD through a school, that's actually the property of the school. So whatever content people create, I'm not saying that that's his I'm not saying that his setup, but like I think that he will get like a portion of like whatever, you know what I'm saying, they do in a university. Like that's hundreds and hundreds of people doing some streaming shit right at once. They doing that shit over in China and shit. Like, so why not, you know?
I've never seen this nigga this excited about Black History in the Making. Shout out, Cat.
That shit is dope, man.
All right, man, let's get into That Just Happened.
That just happened.
Okay, that button's still the same. All right, man. Complex has done a list of the top 10 R&B and rap duos. And at the top of that is Ja Rule.
What?
And Ashanti.
What?
So let me go down the list and see if you have any discrepancies. I have one, but I'm just like, they don't have enough songs to get into it. So at 10, in Stone Cold These, we got Drake and Party Next Door.
What?
Future and The Weeknd.
What?
Snoop and Charlie Wilson.
What?
Beyonce and Jay-Z.
What?
Lil Wayne and T-Pain.
What?
J. Cole, Miguel.
What?
Drake, Rihanna.
What?
Luda, Usher.
What?
Kendrick, SZA.
What?
And up top, Ja Rule and Ashanti.
What?
Now, maybe I'm asleep, but I thought that Luda and Usher had 2 songs. Like,
I don't know.
Yeah, and damn, I forgot the slow song. But Usher, Lil Jon, and Luda had to do it again.
So then it's
2 songs.
Yeah, they got 2 because he said got to do it again.
I thought it would be more because one discrepancy I had was Mary and Method Man.
Yeah.
Also, which I guess you can't say this nigga name no more, but Hov and R. Kelly.
Yeah. I mean, that album was...
Yes, it's a whole album of the shit.
But shit, even J-Lo and Ja Rule was...
But some of that shit was Ashanti singing that shit.
Oh, yeah. True. You're right. I don't know, man. I saw some that stood out to me too, like the
into the mic, brother.
You can't hear me? I thought it was extra close. Yeah, I don't know. I saw like the Nas and Lauryn Hill.
They only had 1 song.
But so is it just like the number, like the
it's saying like
who have had multiples? Because like
it's
I feel
not
like
they had I think the multiple helps you because Ja Rule and Ashanti got like 5 at minimum. They got 5 songs. So,
well, because like Drake and Rihanna don't have 5 songs. J. Cole and Miguel don't have 5. So I don't know.
Drake and Rihanna got like 4.
Really?
Yeah. J. Cole and Miguel got like 3 or 4.
Oh, that's insane. I didn't know that.
Snoop and Charlie Wilson, they got a lot too. Some of this shit is like they not singles.
Okay.
So, I mean, I have no problem with Ja Rule and Ashanti being number one.
No, I
it's just like, every time them niggas get together, it's a fucking hit.
Yeah.
And that shit, like 106 Park Days I'm tired of saying the people our age. The people our age are watching this shit.
Yeah.
Ain't no YNs for real watching this shit. It's niggas that used to be YNs.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I had no problem with that shit.
I'll give him that.
I can't really. I'm just talking shit. I don't really got no problem with this list. But, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
You putting anybody above them, though?
I mean, you really can't. Nah. Like I was ready to try to debate it, but
I got one.
Ooh.
But that nigga rap too. Drake and Future.
Yeah, nah, you can't.
You
still can't even put them above them.
Yeah.
You can put them on the list, but
Okay. All right, man. There's some shit on here that you put on here. Game then got into some shit.
Yeah, man. I didn't even. I feel like I remember like a while ago some shit around the game and like some SA stuff happening, like some lawsuit shit. But apparently, Game was going through these what is it called?
I got it up here. I can read it. I can attempt to read it.
Sure, if you want to. I was just going to explain it.
Okay, go ahead.
No, it was just saying how the rapper The Game was forced to sell his $4 million home in California to pay off basically a $7 million debt that he owes to his accuser. And what was wild was that he actually like ended up having to pay $7 million simply because he didn't show up to court, which is even more crazy. It's like, damn, you ain't had no like nobody show up, representation, nothing. Like,
it's because he argued that he wasn't paying her no more money and that he ain't do that shit.
Yeah, because I think he said that he was doing like $400,000 or something. We're going, but at the same time, bro, like I think that it's just interesting, like how the more money you make out here, shit just like it gets outlandish with like the people that you fuck with. Like you always are up against something, and I ain't trying to like victim shame or like discredit what she experienced or anything like that. But it is kind of something to be said about like, yo, when you get to a certain stature, like the people that you involve yourself with, you always leave this shit open. Like we talk about it all the time with like ball players and people like who they're getting, whether they're dating like white women or like doing whatever. It's like it happens with everybody, every race. It ain't just one, and they are full blown like, hey, we fuck with each other, everything's good until the moment you piss me off.
Yeah.
You piss me off, now I get to say whatever the fuck I want to say. Even like look at Shannon Sharp. It's like he got with a motherfucker that like enjoy some of that freaky shit that he enjoys to do.
Maybe this day you didn't.
You said what?
I said maybe this day she didn't.
Maybe. Also, you know what I'm saying? It's true. But it's almost like, it's kind of ironic though that when these things come out, it's not this ain't your first time doing it. You know what I'm saying? This ain't your second time doing it. It's your potentially last time doing it. That it just seems a little different. And I ain't like, again, it's like
times like this, I am super glad I'm married. However, and I'm with you, I'm not trying to victim shame or say like this lady is not telling the truth or anything like that. But I can remember times where maybe this lady did not have a good time and was just like, I can come back. I don't have no money for that shit right now.
Yeah.
But like, let me preface this by saying like, I ain't never Stone Cold Thieves. I ain't never forced nobody to do nothing they want to do.
What?
I ain't never hit no woman.
What?
I ain't never choked her unless she asked for it.
What?
I ain't did none of that shit.
What?
But people have bad experiences and they come back later. Like I always talk about this Aziz shit. Aziz Ansari.
Yeah.
Like where like he puts the whole date out there and it matches up with what the lady said, but she's trying to come after him.
Yeah.
She's not coming after him for money or anything like that, but she's just sharing that like she didn't too much enjoy that shit.
Yeah.
And it's a little dangerous.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, we were doing this and everything was cool, but you have regrets later.
Yeah.
That's just scary to me.
Yeah. I mean, I also think that I'm very vanilla in a lot of shit that how I look at my life anyway. Like you know what I'm saying?
Nigga said missionary, back shots, dead.
Oh no, it ain't that. Nah, it ain't that at all. Like I'm definitely more I ain't that vanilla, but I am more so like when it comes to like a lot of like I don't know. Rougher shit that just like there's a limitation for me just in general. You know what I'm saying? And I just
you ain't leaving no bruises.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I just don't think like some stuff is good for porn and the other things just left alone.
They are professionals.
Yeah, like you just kind of like you don't need to be trying to.
You ever try to do that shit that they did porn? It was like, oh, this ain't working right.
Like this ain't.
Let me go back to my regular shit I be doing.
My leg. Like you know. What I'm like I got a Charlie horse.
I've ended many a sex session with a Charlie horse on my foot.
Like, gee, it's like this ain't it. You know what I mean? And so I can't really speak to a lot of that, but what I will say is that, I am glad, like you said, that I'm married and like not having to be out here. But it's also like I feel like if I was, I also wouldn't be that guy either. You know what I'm saying? Like just out here like wilding that like I don't know, I'm a different type of like
looking
lover,
it.
I guess.
Like it's wild that not you, but like we was out here just fucking strangers. It's just like, all right, G, hold it down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that I'm like married with a kid, it's just like, damn.
Yeah, no, I'm glad I
ain't get AIDS. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's one part though. Like, I don't have any regrets on like missing out on or anything like that. Like, to be honest with you, bro, because like this might sound crazy, but like I like and I love like sex, right? I love like
that doesn't sound crazy.
No, I'm just saying like
okay. I
love it, but it's like not to the extent where there's like what most niggas like experience, like the uncontrollable urge of like certain shit. Like I don't know, it's just never been that top of mind for me, and I don't know why.
What you mean, like
because like some people like even just like for example like the whole like I was able to pull out for years.
Me too,
comfortably.
Me
like,
too.
I didn't miss out being like, damn, I gotta stay in. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm
happy to be here raw.
That's what I'm saying. Like for like, for me and my wife, it was just like, although our, not to be too grabby, like our intimacy together was always connected and we always had a great time. But but I just was like, but I just ain't never like I feel like every time if you get to that point, I was able to like be able to pull back and be like, no, because I don't want you to get pregnant right now. Like I'm enjoying this, but I know in my mind that even like the chances that you might not, because just because you know what I'm saying, you shoot up the club don't mean that you gonna always get pregnant, but it's also like knowing that is a possibility. That's why it's always like shocking to me when you hear niggas be like, oh, what the fuck you mean you pregnant? It ain't mine. It's like, but sir, if you finish, like,
on that shit.
like, like, how are you shocked that, like, what? Are you sure?
First of all, I wasn't finishing in bitches like that. I'm sorry. I don't want to call them bitches. The ladies that let me have sex with them, I was not finishing in them.
Why'd you have to even say it like that?
Just because, man, I appreciate them for letting me fuck them raw. Oh, damn. I'm gonna get in trouble for that one. But anyway,
you always bleep it out.
I love my wife. Anyway, but I ain't gonna lie. Until we started trying to have a kid, I was like, damn, my pullout game could have been that strong. Then it happened. Like, I was like, damn, I was really doing this shit. Nigga, fucking a round of applause for me, dog. To this day, I'm still just like, that's crazy. My shit worked, and I just wasn't giving it to him. Oh, man, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I mean, and Plan B.
Yeah. I mean, like, that shit is, like, because even for us, like, I remember when we first decided with our first child, our daughter, when we first decided, yes, that it's time we want to, start doing, like trying to, trying to have a kid and shit, bro. It was like, I just knew, like, that first time,
boom,
I was like, hey, listen.
Because niggas is like accidentally knocked up their girl.
I just remember like looking at her, I was like, are you sure? You ready? You sure? Because it's if we decided that we're gonna do this, this is the time it's about to happen.
You look in their eyes.
Hell yeah. I was like, yeah. Bro. Like,
put a baby in me.
20 times later, like, it was like, yeah, it was definitely not a something, because then you had to think about like ovulation and when and all of that. Like,
I ain't think about none of that.
Like when we started and figured that they say that this is what you have to do in order to. Yeah, we were on a ovulation schedule. That shit didn't work because it was just like you trying to do this shit like on a schedule. It just wasn't, So it wasn't until we said, "Hey, look, fuck it. Let's not even think about it. Let's not keep track of nothing. Let's just go." That's when it happened.
My wife was like, "Hey, I took the IED out." I was like, "Damn, you ain't even consult with me." She was like, "It's out." I was like, well, I'm not going to stop doing what the fuck I was doing. Yeah, I mean, shit. All right, back.
Yeah. So she kind of was letting you know, like, all right, it's time. And you was like, I mean, I guess it's time.
3 months later. Hey, I'm pregnant. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Crazy shit. I was coming in the house. I was mad about something. She going to feel me. I'm like, what the fuck going on? Oh, hey.
Right.
Yeah, we still don't talk about that shit. But yeah.
You hug the extra tight, like, yeah, love
filming me.
Oh yeah, that filming, yeah. She caught you, and you had to act right on that part.
Yeah, came in there like, no, what's going on? hey,
shit. I mean, fuck.
All right, man. I'm gonna put this video over here next to D. But a woman refuses to get off the beach boat in Bahamas and gets carried off. So,
yeah, that shit was wild. I need to know. All right, so when I saw this video, I just felt like I had so many questions. And it brought me to a place of like, I don't know about you or how you deal with conflict or like those issues. Like, I done seen my wife, like, go into business professional, cuss you out mode, and she will cuss out the best of them in the most professional way without, losing her cool. But there's certain shit that I feel like I would draw the line at because it's just like, yo, listen, I know you got a point to prove, but we not gonna do it this way. This is not how we handle shit in this family. And then like in the video, they talk about the little boy, her son, who was also witnessing this and who also started crying about what he was experiencing. Because he like, hey, ma, just come on. Like, get the fuck out of the boat. Like, apparently they was on a boat. They were supposed to, this was a boat that was taking them to.
It was on an excursion.
Yeah, it was supposed to take them to the beach.
Yeah.
And
they didn't have no wristbands.
They didn't have wristbands. And I don't know why she felt the need to argue the fact that, hey, no, I ain't leaving this boat or whatever. Because
it was her mama, family, and her son.
Yeah, it was the rest of the family. But it's like, yo, you didn't have the wristband. Get the fuck off the boat and go get the wristband or get what you need and then come back if you need to. If you miss this day, then you fucking miss this day. Like, the fact that I got to carry your big ass, I'm sorry.
No. Any adult is big ass. Any adult is big ass.
Not have had to carry you off of this boat like a pouting ass child. Like, and I just wanted to get your take on it, bro, because I'm like, man, like, what is your, if this was your spouse, like, how would you handle this situation?
First of all, my wife would fucking never do no bullshit like this. Second of all, who the fuck acts like this out the country? Out the country. I'm on my best behavior out the country, nigga. I'm not trying to go to out the country jail.
Yeah.
I want to go to in-country jail.
Because you think you still in America, like you go fight the same way. No, nigga, they get their own
that
rules.
Jail is that jail, and it's not going to be cool. Yeah. This one ain't cool neither. I can navigate it a little bit. No, nigga. No. Second of all, like, off some shit you said, having a fucking toddler has really made me look at how other people act really different.
Yeah.
Because I used to be like, oh man, motherfuckers just standing their ground doing that shit. But when I see grown adults act like my daughter, I be like,
yeah.
Nigga.
Like, she straight.
How the
cross
fuck
the arms and...
Are you for real like, getting mad because it's bath time, G? Like every time I see some shit like that, like, dog, you in the line. Like, I see it so much. I see it in the line at the store.
Yeah.
I see it on reality shows. I see it, and people act like that's cool. Like on some like, man, I'm not doing this shit because I don't want to. I'm grown. It's like, dog, you are not grown.
Yeah.
You acting like a fucking 3-year-old.
Yeah.
And that shit is fucking disgusting.
Yeah. Like, and then there's on top of that, like, there had to be a big reason why they weren't gonna let you go.
You ain't had a wristband,
and that wristband is that important to them. Whatever the situation is, whether it's to help them keep count, whether it's to help them know or identify you as someone that they need to keep safe as part of this group, whatever it is, because there ain't nobody just gonna trip over a wristband like that unless it's like, hey, no, we need
you not where you supposed to be.
Yeah, we gotta follow this to the T for a reason. And the fact that you like couldn't get off and argue your case outside of that, and because I think that there's always a situation like, I'm not one for arguing with cops. I think we had this discussion before.
Oh, hell no.
I'm not one for fucking cops. like that motherfucker, like, yo, when people be like, yo, going back and forth, like, granted.
Like, unless you be like, your insurance ain't valid, like, bullshit.
Yeah.
I go in my bank account and show you where they took that shit out.
Exactly. Like, this shit, hey, no.
This shit legit, dog. Hold on. Like, I'm sorry for yelling.
Yeah, there's still a way to talk. And even when they're more asshole-ish than you will want them to be, you still gotta be the one that like, yo, because at the end of the day it's still your word against theirs.
Do I want to go to jail?
Because like, no matter what, even if you're in the right, they can still take your ass to jail. It's like,
you going to jail in Bahamas?
Gee, come on, man. Like, you're doing too much.
Oh, the Bahama niggas that got AKs or they got some type of assault rifles. I'll never forget this shit when I was in Bahamas at this club and we was outside. I was outside smoking and shit, and some dude on the motorcycle was like, "Rum rum," and that nigga pulled that shit out like this, Man, me and my boy grabbed the girls like, oh no, they finna start shooting. Everybody's looking at us crazy. I'm like, I guess they do this all the time. I'm not used to a nigga with an assault rifle finna have a face off with a nigga with a fucking motorcycle and shit. So I'm like, oh, well, I don't do that. Nah, I don't do that shit here.
Don't do it
I'm
here.
definitely not doing that shit there.
Bro, there's also like, I find that when you meet someone with kindness too, it actually a lot of times work out better for you than arguing with them and giving them shit. Cause it's even times where like, even with wifey, I gotta be like, hey, chill. Like you getting too hot right now.
That's being the husband.
Like I need, like I she's my enforcer. So I'll let her go. I'll let her, you know what I'm saying? I'll let her rock with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that a lot of times her ability to,
y'all go get some extra shit.
Yeah, like her ability to have time today has benefited us like in many times. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not the one. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'll be like, oh, right, well, let's shit. Go. Like, all right, fuck it. I turn around and walk away. But she'll be like, woo, 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 and it'll work. But then there's also other occasions where it's like, all right, look, this right here ain't getting nowhere. Especially when she's going a little too hard. And they're not. And I'm like, hey, listen, you know what I'm saying?
You're doing it.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, your star player can also have games where it's like, hey, look, just sit on the bench for a little bit, catch a breather. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come out here, you know what I'm saying? I'm a you know what I'm saying? We gonna let like all heads cool down real quick. Yeah. And then you can come back in, or I'll handle it from here. But yeah, I'll be damned if you like. I don't like being embarrassed either. Yeah. Like I'll be damned if you go embarrass me by pouting and not getting off this motherfucker, and I gotta hold my kid or hold our bags and still grab you to try to get you up. If I gotta do that, we gonna have a real serious talk. I
snatched my wife out the club like, no, I'm not. These niggas not finna beat us up, and we gonna be on Instagram.
Like,
no. But last thing I'm gonna say is like, these be the same people that be demanding respect, but be disrespecting themselves and everybody else at the same time.
Yep. All the ones that, I don't know, you say we gonna get out, but like, nigga, it's the same thing with like being on the airplane. When motherfuckers be like, yo, you gotta get up because of woo, I understand like not wanting to get kicked off of a plane. And I hope that it never happens to me. But I also feel like, if a motherfucker say, hey, look, we gonna get security or get like cops to come over here and escort you out.
I'm not finna be on a no-fly list.
At that point, it's like, oh, it's serious. So I should get the fuck up. Like, I'm not gonna let you just carry me out. And now you gotta drag me on this dirty ass floor.
You carry me out here, I done got beat up and I can't walk.
And like you said, I'm
what
gonna
do with my legs.
And you said that I ain't. You hit the nail on the on the head because it was like, nigga, to be on a no-fly list. So you didn't fucked up.
I done fucked my whole family up.
Now I can't even fly back home if I'm out somewhere. Like, I'm trying to get home, but I'm here and y'all kick me off this motherfucker and carry me off and say, hey, look, you created some problems. You can't.
On some other shit. Did you see that shit? A bunch of niggas got into a fight.
Hell yeah, I saw that shit.
And they got on a no-sale list. I was like, I didn't even know that was a thing.
I didn't either.
You can't get on no boats no more, nigga.
I saw that shit too, and I was like, goofy ass niggas. Like, why the fuck are y'all fighting? Like, what the fuck? Like, it's one thing to argue with somebody back and forth, but like, I think we had conversations like this before, bro, whether it was on air or off air. Nigga, I'm too fucking grown to be fighting with my fist and doing all this shit. Unless it's self-defense and I'm trying to defend myself, there's no way I should be fighting anybody, bro.
Niggas still trying to fight the gorilla, so, you know, they didn't hype niggas up. On some more silly shit. Yeah. Hitmaker, also known as Young Berg, has this to say.
Never ate a sandwich or nothing in my life.
You don't eat sandwiches?
No. Are you crazy? I've never had a sandwich.
I'll make you a sandwich.
I've never had it. No, I've never had a sandwich.
I'll make you a sandwich.
I will never eat
Turkey, cheese, lettuce, mayo, tomatoes.
I've never had a sandwich,
On a hero?
a hot dog, a hamburger, nothing. I've never had McDonald's. I've never had Wendy's. I've never had whatever. I've only had pot pies in my life, and in reality, the only thing I'm really eating right now is seafood, sushi, and
And you put in here, is he capping? Yes, he's capping. He full of shit.
Nigga.
He been lying for years.
Yeah, now I was like, bro, this don't even sound believable. Like, ever in your life, ain't never had a sandwich of any sort.
I know he come from money. His people got money and shit like that. But bro, you from the crib. You ain't never had no Italian beef or no Philly. You lying.
Like, PB and J, your mama off GP probably had to give you one of those when you was a shorty. When you was in school, you probably had
Nigga
one
said
of
he
those.
ain't never had no hot dog, hamburger, ain't never been to McDonald's.
Well, you ain't live, nigga. I don't, you make good music and all that, nigga, but
He full
you
of
ain't
shit.
live, nigga. I can't
He
trust.
is full of shit.
I can't trust your opinion on shit. Really, like,
You was hanging out with R. Kelly and y'all didn't eat no McDonald's. You lying,
nigga.
That's all that nigga eat. Or used to.
And when you was coming up, you ain't never had to like eat food like for
Like I say, his people had money.
a potential investor in you. Y'all ain't never been somewhere where it was, hey man, eat the sandwich, Dave. Give me a sandwich, Dave.
Seafood, shrimp, and pussy.
Like, come on, nigga.
Oh man, before we get into sports, man. You want to talk about Sinners? You wasn't here.
What? You just threw that shit in there.
Yeah, I did.
I don't care. Like,
I don't know. Just want you. I've already said my opinion about it. I just want to hear yours.
I thought that Sinners was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, it really, I think visually the shit was beautiful. I think what they did to shoot it, the colors and the richness of it, but that's just kind of like, him as a director. That's his, like what I'm seeing is that's his style. You know what I'm saying? I think that it was a very, big ups to him. I think that it was a great. I just am not as on board with the hype as much as everybody else. Like, I think that it to me was not like the movie of the year, and what everybody's making it out to be. Yeah. I think that it was good. It was a good movie. I think you lost me at some parts where like I didn't really and see, like me being an artist, like I feel like I'm critiquing it from a different eye for myself. So
smarter than us.
No, it's not that. It's just like the shit that I'm looking for. Like, cause like for me, I don't know if I'm ever really aligned with the masses for some reason. Like for me, I love like Jordan Peele movies. A lot of people don't fucking fuck with him. They don't like him. Like,
I like his first one. I like his second one. Not as much, and I don't like the rest of them.
I think that creatively, like, I think that he's dope.
Not don't like the rest of them, but they cool. They cool. Yeah. I don't think they trash by no means. They cool.
Yeah. So I mean, like for me, Black Panther was his best movie.
Really?
Yeah. In my mind, like from what I've seen, like even though the other movies are good movies, that was like for me, because I love that him as a director, and I think most directors will.
Well, he had the most money to do that shit.
Yeah. So I think that when they infuse a lot of cultural like references into their films and into where you have to go and look it up and really like hear the story behind it and you just like start to love it even more. I love that about him and his films. I think that Sinners is no different because there's a lot of things like the first of all, the cast is amazing and the storyline from the beginning to like the middle was phenomenal for me. Where you lost me was like, I think that I'm kind of biased to it anyway because I'm not a vampire movie guy.
Me neither.
I think for vampires as villains are old to me and they're just not as they just don't feel as real and where I got hung up was a couple spots. Let me go back. The dance scene where there's cultures like, you know, infused in the dance, right? And they're kind of going through the different generations of how they're influenced by the original culture of our people and our ancestors. I love that. And I think that was really dope. I even love the soundtrack. Like, I hear some people say they didn't really like the track that was being played because they had the infuse of the instruments. I've heard some people say like that. I've heard that. I've heard mixed views on it. Mm-hmm. I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed the way it panned and everything. But where you lost me at was I didn't like the bringing in the breakdancing and the hip hop aspects of like the outfits. Like, for me, you brought me out of the movie. I was in it. Right, I was in it culturally. Even if you
talking about because they went into the future,
because you started doing shit that kind of like it just didn't fit the movie or the scene. Yeah,
because it's like I felt the same way because I was like, if you had cut it off at where they were, but it like it. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it, but like for the movie, it was just like there's gonna be more music in the future that ain't in this shit. Yeah, right exactly. Now. So like, if he would have cut it off and. Look, I ain't nobody, I ain't no director, no shit like that. I appreciate his vision. Yeah. But if you would have cut it off like at the blues and right there, that would just would have made more sense to me.
Yeah. Or like I was explaining to wifey about it too. What I was thinking was that even if you would have like as you're talking about it, like I didn't need to see the DJ and the girls twerking. Like I felt embarrassed on that part. I ain't gonna hold you. Like the girls twerking in the kitchen. I was like, I don't. There's
why not, you feel embarrassed?
Because it's not just us watching this movie, and it's already it's already so many people looking at us like, oh, all they doing is shaking their ass, and I felt like that was another thing to give them opportunity to say, oh, look at that. Yeah, it's encouraging. This is why they out here just shaking their asses.
They want to shake their ass too. True. And they are doing it. It's just when more of them are able to learn how to do it, they doing it.
That's totally fine. And I understand like everybody is influenced.
Everybody want to be a nigga. Nobody want to be a nigga.
Exactly. Everybody wants a piece of our culture and to what is it called? They want to appropriate. Yeah, appropriate our culture. I get that. It's just for me, that was the part that was like unnecessary to me. Like you could have gave me all of that feeling in just the beat and the sound. Like show me how that current music was being influenced by the drums of our ancestors and the culture, and then fusing that in, and then maybe fusing in that 808 beat or something that's more urban, like today, without having to be so literal to see it. That's my only thing. So that's where my stance is. Like as far as like, let me just try to explain this like and articulate it the best way I can, because when I say that it was mid, it wasn't like a jab. Like I was, maybe it
mid
came off
is a jab nowadays,
and I
but we all used to get high off mid,
and I understand that, and right, you know what I'm saying, you know, like so that's what I'm saying. Like, hey, it's like you call
nowadays
you call my shit an after school special. Yeah. It's like nigga, I like after school specials. You know what I'm saying? So
that's why I was like, I ain't get mad when you said I was like, So I get what you saying.
So I wasn't shitting on it because I am like extremely like I would support. I will even buy it when it comes out so I can have it as part of my my collection. You know what I'm saying? Like I will still support him because it's dope. Like him as an actor, first of all, hearing this nigga talk, like I feel like I never really even heard him talk it like this much. And
that's what Joe Budden always say. That nigga don't be talking.
Like that nigga is fucking.
That nigga, this is his best fucking.
He from out west for real. Like
this is his best acting ever,
bro. Like, and so I was just like, you know, when it comes to the movie and as a whole, I didn't like certain parts. I didn't like the part, like honestly, I thought it was more creative when I thought at first that she was calling the vampire something else. She was like, when she realized, I forgot the actress name, but when she finally said, "Oh no, those ain't this, they vampires," I was like, "Oh, so you really gonna call them a vampire in the fucking movie? Like if you would have called them something a little bit more like the Unalive or the like something dope like that's
I like that they called them vampires.
That's whack, bro.
How is it whack? They in the fucking 30s.
I know that's so cheesy though. I felt that you had me with so much more of this like cleverness, and then you just flat out just say vampires. Yes, we all know what the fuck vampire. That's like calling like if they were dead people. They're like, oh, those are.
I ain't gonna lie.
zombies.
I didn't know. Like I went into the movie not knowing shit.
Yeah, me too.
So like
I didn't know that.
Oh, okay. So you didn't know it was a vampire movie, nothing?
I didn't.
When I found out there was vampires, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
because I thought it was a zombie.
I thought
I was like, oh, this nigga in here eating motherfuckers and shit. Then I was like, vampires. I was like, oh, they vampires.
Yeah. So again, that realization was just a small part of me saying, damn. I thought it would have been cooler if you would have kept that name. I forgot what she called them.
You creative
before,
niggas.
But it would have been so dope. Like it would have been more because it's an original film.
Yeah.
Why do you have to call them a vampire? We all know what vampires are. I feel like that's like
it's for the masses.
That's feel like I get it, and that's funny too because I'm actually watching a show on Apple TV with Seth Rogen.
I mean to watch that. He an Asian and shit like that.
Bro, that shit is good.
Not too much on the whites. Go.
That shit's good. But like at the same time, man, it was just like little parts like that. Like the
we love you, whites.
like with the vampires. I didn't like that. I felt like that threw me off a little bit. Another like so it was like little specific scenes that I didn't care for, which made me be like, yeah, no, this ain't you lost me on the creativity. Like the next part was like him like, you know, I didn't like that they didn't really explain where him as a vampire, where he came from. They just kind of threw him in.
Oh, like, you know they coming out with a
spinoff and all that. That's
he mad.
I just didn't like how that was set up. That was just me. I get it. Like, you know,
I like how the Native Americans was like, hey,
like,
we been knowing about these niggas.
Yeah. And which that's why I'm like, it would have been just so dope because like in every culture, they're not all known as vampires. So it's like, why wouldn't like that to me still throws me off about that part. But like, but you don't know where he like originates from. But then it also like there's no setup in all the way up to that point. There's no setup of like, other than at the beginning when he comes clawed up and he walks into the church, you have no like true evidence of there's something wrong with this town. You get what I'm saying? Mm. So you kind of just throw in the fact like, oh yeah, we're doing all this, we're building this story, and then guess what? We got this guy that is, you know, a guy being chased, and now he is. You know, he just ate homie and he turned into what we are all guessing is a vampire because, you know, even then you still don't know. He just got the blood around his mouth. So, that nigga's a vampire. You
didn't know until you saw them later on and it was like, oh, they alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, because I thought dude was on the ground.
He got up though.
Oh, yeah.
He started moving. Yeah. So he got up and I was like, oh, so it's a vampire.
He's like zombie.
Yeah. But I knew like it was some type of entity of that nature, right?
Yeah.
And so it's at that point now it's doing a lot of us figuring out, which is fine because that comes with movies. But then it's like, you know, again, like I just didn't like how that built up, and I didn't like the ending, like the Coogi sweater, like it blew me. I was like,
oh, you ain't like the end. I like the ending.
I was like, this shit here. It's like,
92.
That much time left. Come on, man. Like this could have been a much like.
You're so jaded, G.
I don't want to be. I just. Saying, I know. I'm just saying, like I just know where I feel like.
So out of 10, what you give it?
I give it a 7.5.
Oh, that's the same shit I gave it.
Yeah, I give it a 7.5.
Okay.
Like I feel like everybody around me is giving it 10 out of 10s, and I'm just like, I don't know how.
I'm not giving that a 10 out of 10.
I don't know.
I like
how.
the movie, and I'll watch the movie a few other times. Not at the show, but I'll watch the movie a few other times.
Wifey wanted to go to the show again to see. I'm like,
it costs too much money for me to leave the house, so I'm not doing that shit. But like when they come on streaming and shit, I'm gonna be watching that shit. But like, yeah, I gave it a 7.5.
Like I said, I will buy that.
That's why, like, after I watched it, I was like, "Oh, I see what you're saying." Like when you was like, "It's mid," I was like, "Yeah, I get it."
It's not. I'm not shitting on it. I think that it was,
and I'm not gonna compare it to no other movie, but that number, yeah. But I'm not gonna sit up here and act like now Michael B. Jordan was a 10 in his acting.
Yeah, he did. He did one of his best jobs. I feel like he did like. Damn near better than Creed level.
Because he talked. But even with Creed, he was like, that nigga ain't no fucking boxer.
Yeah. Well, no, when I said about the, when you hear him talk because he don't talk, I was talking about Ryan, the director.
Oh, okay.
Because I never really heard him talk or speak, and I didn't know that he was real, like, West Coast like that. Like, that motherfucker, like...
Yeah. I knew that. When,
hey, Brody, like, that nigga's like, hey, I was like, God damn. And it's so fucking beautiful to see someone like that in a space like the one he is in. Like that motherfucker has like, he like, yo, I don't have like, it ain't no cold switch. It ain't no nothing. It's just you getting all of this. You interviewing. I'm doing behind the scenes. I'm talking like it's just straight.
You think the bag gonna let you just
like, gee, it's just like straight. It's just straight nigga. Like I love it. I love it.
Shit, man.
I love it. So big ups to him, man. Sinners is a great movie. I just like in the group chat, man. It just seemed like motherfuckers wasn't ready to hear that. Like they just heard, if you ain't giving it a 10 out of 10, niggas ain't trying to hear it, bro.
You just can't. Niggas don't take mid, especially when they.
But he ain't even see it. He know who I'm talking about too. He ain't even see it. He hadn't even seen it. He just heard people talk about it.
Respectable opinion, man, because like that's what I like when you can articulate your opinion. That is what's up to me. I just hate the lazy opinion of trash, mid, and good. And I didn't like it because of this. Well, why is that? I just don't like it. It's just like, man, fuck you. Like for real, fuck you, dog.
Yeah,
like, you can't articulate the shit. Like,
yeah. I saw a clip before, man, about it where somebody was like, "Yo, if people don't like the people that don't like this don't have a vision, don't they?" I'm like, damn, like
and then he started explaining like how everything went back to Chicago, talking about the Pullman trains. Nigga.
I think so.
Yeah, and it was just like.
Yeah, he was breaking down why. Yeah. And I get all of that. I loved all of that.
And that right there is why I don't really fuck with Jordan Peele films like that. It's because I got to do too much goddamn research. I want you to have like a little message in there. That's cool. But when like your whole movie, I got to fucking research that shit, like I don't appreciate it.
And those are the ones that I enjoy. Like I enjoy the shit that like it's almost like listening to Kendrick. Like that's the difference. Like that's what people see is like.
But the thing about Kendrick is the same thing with Jay-Z. Jay-Z, you listen to him on the surface, this is dope. It's still songs and I'm just like
that's
realizing what the fuck he's saying. It's just like, oh shit, I didn't even know he was saying that. But I can still even some of that shit I can figure out, but like later on, it's like I can still go. But like when your whole movie is just like, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I have not seen one Jordan Peele movie where I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Nope.
You didn't know what the fuck was going on with that?
With Nope, I was just like,
that shit is dope. That's one of my like favorites.
And I was so mad when I like saw like the fucking monster. I was like, this is some M. Night Shyamalan shit. Gee, I don't fuck with him. I fuck with him on Split, and that's when I started back fucking with him. Split and shit like that. But like all that Lady in the Woods and the signs and shit, I was like, he a bitch for doing this shit, for making this shit so simple at the end.
I'm not gonna put Jordan Peele and M. Night in the same.
Take pictures of this nigga.
Like,
that's the movie. You pissing me off.
Like M. Night got like, you know what I'm saying.
The aliens came here. They got all this technology, and then a planet that's filled with water. We are 75% water. They ain't realize that we had water on this motherfucker.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Signs.
Oh, Signs. Oh, yeah. That shit was... Bro, he got Village.
That pissed me off, too.
That shit had us...
Pissed
It
me
blew
off.
me, bro.
Pissed me up. Yeah, in a bad way.
In a bad way. I was like... This has to be one of the worst movies I've ever watched.
He ain't get me back till Split. And I only saw that because my little sister wanted to go see that shit. And I was like, oh, this is good.
Yeah. I mean, Sixth Sense
yeah, man.
was like, you know, next level shit.
But let's get into it, man. So, let's see where we're going to go with this. There is a clip right here. Here you go.
A lot of heterosexual men don't like women for real. They like women sexually, but they don't like women. They're not attracted to what a woman is outside of her sexual organs. So then when we get into why a lot of men womanize, or why it's just they're minimizing a woman based off of who she slept with or who she potentially can sleep for, because it's like you haven't gained the appreciation of the wholeness of a woman yet, and what that wholeness of a woman can bring to your life. A lot of times we'll talk about strength and we'll say men are stronger than women, but that's because we value physical strength. We're not talking about emotional strength, spiritual strength. We're not talking about the type of strength that can run a household. And we're not putting that same type of weight. And what I would encourage, and this was the shift that I had to do, is I had to start liking the wholeness of a woman outside of sex. And then when you do that, now you appreciate the things a complete woman can bring to your life. When we talk about the Bible talks about finding a capable wife, right? That capable wife, that person that if you was to stumble, can pick up the ball and start running. And there's a lot of men that have just a wife because they was only concerned about what she can do in the bed. Yeah. And so what I'm just encouraging men to do is just like, and it's for our own benefit, because a lot of us, especially men with some type of means, we end up finding a dependent, not a partner. Yeah, she can fuck us good. But if you was able to stumble, bro, what the fuck is gonna happen with your family?
Do you agree?
So I had this discussion with Kia about this before this even came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, like, shit. Okay.
This was some time ago, and she made that same exact statement. She said, the problem is that, like, men don't like women. And I had to argue with her. I had to argue her down. I'm like, gee, like, you can't say that. Like, you know, that's not true. Like, I know what my circle look like and the guys I'm around and woo. Like, so I understand it. I have a different view on it. And she was just like, no, like, I don't care, like, what your friends like. This is what people are seeing, like, you know, out in the world, and like that's where all these conversations with the you know, the Kevin Samuels and all that shit, like, kind of derived from, and like people took a lot of that type of conversation and ran with, and not just like on Kevin Samuels, but like this was a time, right? Yeah. Like where every Fresh and Fit, everybody was just like discussing.
Them niggas really don't like
so
that.
It was bringing out a lot of energy, and I could probably agree with her on that. Is that it was bringing out a lot of energy in men around that is almost like Trump supporters. Like, oh, I see you now. So this whole time you was feeling this way. You was thinking. So it made sense. And for real. So I was like, okay, yeah. And I still don't know if I fully agree with that, but I feel like there's a huge like attack on men nowadays.
Oh, okay.
That, like, I ain't saying niggas is perfect, but I do feel like there's a misunderstanding with like niggas don't know where to really like go right now. We all like figuring out like what can be emotional, like what like we kind of putting a little bit like there's this whole like thing where women are going through feeling like being more empowered and being bosses and being like, you know, going through like an evolution as well, right? So I think that for men it's kind of the same thing. We're trying to figure out, and I ain't gonna say we because I do see like I my viewpoint for women and how I'm a supporter, a provider, and all those things kind of don't align with what a lot of single men and them are going through nowadays. Yeah. But I do understand that there is probably like a transition that they're trying to figure shit out. Like they feel like there's a lot of like niggas that don't feel like they should put that much time into women like they used to. They're because of the trauma and everything that they've been through, or because like they like been hurt, they don't want to be hurt again, and so they're kind of like standoffish. They're asking more questions. They want more like, oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna spend all this money on just you. I want you to kind of spend money on me and like kind of. So it's this like fucked up like space that they're all in the dating game that is making people kind of feel unbalanced, and it's a lot of miscommunication. Like, you know, women are wanting certain things and men are wanting certain things too, but they're just not expressing it the right way or saying it the right way, and so it is coming off like kind of somewhat crazy, if that makes sense. Okay. And so I think that it could look like they just don't like them because they're like putting a lot of standards and boundaries and things in place that they feel like they want for their lives, but there's this fight for what the tradition, in a traditional sense of what makes women feel like this is what a real man is. Okay. So I don't know. Is that like, to me, that I think that there's a lot of validity in what is being said about like some of these men, because like Drake has said it, and a lot of people have said like niggas act more like bitches these days or something like that. Yeah, I nerve. Right? But I fuck with Drake. So yeah. But like there is a lot of like, you know, overly emotional acts that's going on. But then again, what the fuck is wrong with guys being a little bit more emotional? There's an argument that you want men to be more in touch with their emotions and be more like this. And now that you're getting it, they don't really like it. So I don't know. I think that it's just I just can't fully say that like men just don't like women. Like I think Paul Pierce has proven that he don't like women. But like, and there's certain men of his caliber that I can say that for, but I do think that there's like, yeah, like it's hard for me to say or agree fully. Paul Pierce got a straight. Man, that motherfucker. Oh, man, but he do come off as a nigga that don't like women. He's just like, hey, look, they just here to, you know what I'm saying, for me to do what I need to do with and keep it moving.
Hey, you made a lot of great points, dog. Like, I feel you on like 99% of them motherfuckers. I asked my wife this shit because I saw it and I was like, you know, or did she send it to me? It was one of the two. Mm-hmm. And she was just like, yeah, niggas don't. And I was like, I'm not one of them niggas. She was like, you're not. I was like, okay, it's just making sure, like, are we finna sit up here and do this or not? Yeah. So, yeah. But I'm going to come at it from a different angle. I think that niggas don't like women like that, and vice versa. But I'm going to keep it on the point. I ain't going to do that. I'm going to keep it on the point. But you could just tell by how many niggas have female friends. Mm-hmm. You know, like, you have a totally different situation. Like, you got married early. And once you get married, ain't no motherfucking new... ain't no new friends. Like, you knew this nigga, you knew this girl already. they still getting vetted, and they still looking side-eyed and shit like that. Still getting the side-eye and shit like that. But other than that, if you out here roaming around living your life and shit like that, you don't have a genuine friend on the opposite sex, it kind of shows. Like that, you know, even though a lot of them, like Chris Rock said, you get them on accident, you tried to holler at them, and, you know, it didn't work out, so now you friends. But there's also the, like, shit, you just genuinely started chilling with old girl and like, oh, you got the same, you got friends? Type shit, like y'all like to drink, you have similar interests and shit like that. And I'm not gonna sit up here and act like niggas is just out here looking for friends like that, because both of us are speaking from a place of privilege. We have friends already. We're married already. So like this, do you like women or not shit don't really apply to us, because everybody in our circle, for the most part, likes women and is cool with kicking it with them, hanging out with them and shit like that, and not trying to fuck them. Yeah. But I do know a lot of niggas is like, what they doing over there? They fucking? Are they not? I don't want to hang around them bitches. Yeah. So I do get what he's saying about that, especially if you just not in tune with yourself and you just out here for sport. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? What's happening? Oh, we over here. Oh, okay. Shit like that. Like, oh man, I don't want to talk to these girls. They ain't trying to fuck. Like shit like that. It's indicative of like, I don't really like women. Cause like, I'll hang around some women just because I like women company. You know what I'm saying? In my past. My past. But I also do like, I'm cool with hanging out and drinking with my wife and her friends. Yeah. Just on some like shit. I want to have a conversation where, you know, it's a different type of conversation between me and you, or me and the homies, than where it is like, that's why like when we go hang out and shit, they be like, come inside. Like, let's talk about this shit. And it do be fun. Yeah. It'll be fun. Although, you know, you got to censor yourself more a little bit. You have to be a little different, as you were saying earlier, when you talking to women, as opposed to like you just hanging out with your guys and shit like that. Yeah. So I think a lot of times niggas just don't want to deal with that shit.
Yeah. I mean, but in that same vein, what's different from what was happening before? Like back when our grandfathers were like outdated.
Fair enough.
Like it was always like we learned that, and like when we
I don't know, niggas was just hanging out with women back then though.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like when you say like, did women like, or did men back then like women? Because like they did the same things, they moved the same way, but they still like, that's why it's like, it's hard to say that men just don't like women. I think that there's a group, I think that there's a societal norm, there's a special group of people who influence, and that group that is being influenced, that kind of like, so when they're out in the world, they're reacting and they're moving based on what they've been influenced by, like the celebrities and all of that, the stars, and is creating a group of people that just all kind of like sound the same. So outside of that group, it's still normal shit. Like it's still people, it's still men out here that want the girl, that like wants to date her, wants to be intentional with her, wants to, you know, like have a family potentially.
I think he was saying outside of like having, I think he was saying like, do you like her as opposed to
like versus like that's what I'm saying. Like outside of just like wanting to just have sex with you.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
There's men out here that want to like hang with you and have fun with you and do shit with you.
Okay.
Like, but
what you said in the beginning is making a lot. I mean, it was making sense. It was making sense at first, but now it's just like, all right.
Yeah, that's why I say like it's hard to say that men just don't like because now they're generalizing
with the misunderstanding and all that shit. I get you.
Yeah, it's like niggas like you know what I'm saying move a little differently in the like that in that smaller group that is you know being influenced or like again like when it came to like the Kevin Samuels, the Fresh and Fits, and all of them. Like there's a certain group of niggas that was just like, oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, you right. I do. But outside of that, how many? But outside of that, right? How many of us is like, hell no, like that shit wild that he said that. Yeah. But nah, nigga, I don't feel that way. Like I don't like shit. I'm cool with hanging with, you know what I'm saying, my lady or doing this and or being like you said, hanging out with your lady and her friends or being able to be around women and be cool. Like yeah, I won't necessarily be the same person that I am with the fellas or talk the same, but I still enjoy like people like women as a whole, like as a being and hanging with them and talking to them. It's not just about sex. It's not just like, oh, what you could do for me like sexually and how bad you look. It is like a thing. And so when you generalize it in that manner, I feel like that you can't say that. That's a small group of people. Yeah, like all y'all, the same ones, they dressing the same, they looking the same, they're talking the same. That is because you're around the same type of people.
Could that be said about us?
As far as what, me and you and I? Like
how we talk about like the people that we know that ain't on that shit.
Yeah, we can. But meaning that that's why I'm saying like you can't generalize and say that all like men don't like women.
Okay.
Because there's so many of us outside of that bubble of people. Because there are, again, we can acknowledge that with social media and all of these conversations and these podcasts that have all these people just talking out their neck about, you know, their fucked up dating life. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's what it stems from. It stems from like if a man has who gains a voice through he is now like popular, people fucking see his clips, they listen to him.
Derrick Jackson.
He's gained a voice and he's talking and he's giving you all of the shit that he's experienced, regardless if it's fucked up. Like most of the time, like with those type of people, they're coming from a past that they had women like just want them for money. They had women that just did this, and they like the type of women that they've always been dating is creating them their viewpoint, and now they're being able to say, "Oh, yeah, women don't do this." Women, that's why I don't fuck with women like that. Oh, I ain't trying to give no woman my money no more, man. Fuck that shit. Like, ooh. Cause you only seen this side. You ain't seen no real ones out here that say, fuck your money. I got my own money. Yeah, I want to be woo. I want you to show that you like me, but I also will like, it's so many fucking women out here, bro, that are giving niggas wife privileges. And they ain't no way, those before. And they just not getting they not like it's niggas that ain't deserving of that shit. You get what I'm saying? So it is women out here that really truly can hold you down, you know, be there to pick you up when you down. She did right there to be like, all right, cool. Hey, listen, I got it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, until you get back where you going, because I know that you're a provider and I know you don't want to be here, but I got you until you do. There's a lot of women out here, and it's so fucked up because there is also a lot of women out here that ain't on shit. And because they are also traumatized by the shit that they've been dealing with and the shit that they seen. They seen niggas do some fucked up shit in their bubble, and now they're like, fuck that shit. Like, yo, fuck these niggas. I ain't trying to give a nigga nothing like this. I'm finna just be doing me. Woo, I'm a boss. I'm a that. I don't need no nigga. And so niggas gonna read that and think that that's all women, and now they gonna react accordingly, and then the women gonna react accordingly to that. It's a vicious circle.
A circle and that's of trash.
Gee, that's what I'm saying. So it's like a lot of miscommunication because these motherfuckers actually do want the same thing. They just don't know how to fucking say it. They don't know how to fucking do it. And they looking at our grandparents and all of these old relationships thinking that they're like I can't have that. I ain't trying to have that. Like, ain't nobody, ain't no one deserving of me to be working that damn fucking hard for them and this and that. Yeah. So it's hard for them to even fucking like want to move forward with shit. And there's the rest of us on the outskirts. Like shit, like bro, you go to some of these like granted, like me and the kid, when we went to Miami, bro, we fucking went to one of these restaurants and they had just a beautiful like combination of all ages, couple types, singles, like everybody just all here vibing, and it was the perfect place to people watch because you were able to see.
You go.
You're able to see like just how different people interact with each other. You can see the women that was coming there with their girls single, posted up, just waiting to get chosen.
This sounds like Bookhead.
Same thing. It's like it's same thing, man. It's the same vibe as those scenes. Those scenes are where people frequent, but y'all not going outside of that shit because y'all think outside of that shit is boring. Like y'all don't want to go out to the burbs or go out to these areas where it's not like me and kid talk about all the time. Shit, once that shit become Instagram or TikTok famous, I don't want to go anymore. Like because it's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? It's not the scene anymore. That's why all that shit outside of outside of Atlanta, it's some shit going on, bro.
Oh, I go there all the time.
It's some shit going on,
not
bro.
to sit down, but takeout. That's one thing. Instagram takeout shit.
Yeah.
I don't work during the week like that, nigga. I be going there, no line.
Yeah, you can get right up in there.
Damn, it's fine. It look like that. It look like on Instagram.
Ain't no 2-hour wait. Ain't no, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like everybody dressing up, in their greatest cheap wear, all that shit, bro.
Cheap.
Like, no, because you know what I'm saying? They all look alike when you go to these spots, and y'all only fuck with each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's always a certain type of nigga. He got the certain type of chain. He got a certain type of, you know, swag. They all look alike. But then it's like the lame or the square niggas like us outside of this shit. Like we the wash niggas, you know what I'm saying? We like all that shit is tiring. We want the shit that's slower. We want the shit that's out here like this, because this shit is still fun too.
It's my shit.
Like I'm able to like I'm
gonna go out and golf.
Go to a spot where I don't have to yell to have a conversation with you because of fucking music.
I'm never going there.
It's fucking like
ever again.
Like why is the music this loud? Y'all just don't want nobody to talk. There's no reason why the music should be this fucking loud in these places, bro. There's no reason. There's no fucking reason.
This is the old cast guys.
Bro, I don't give a fuck.
I talk about this shit all the
bro.
time. I always talk about when we went to what the fuck was that place called? Sweet Lounge.
Yeah.
When that music was loud as fuck.
Exactly. It's like we right next to each other.
We closer than we are now and shit. I'm just like,
I don't want to have to talk in your ear.
I gotta go to the bathroom and hold my seat.
Sign languages and shit, bro. Like, and then on top of that, and so then what do you have outside of that? Like, because now all the niggas that like really feeling you, you know what I'm saying, from a female perspective, when you talk about like dating and those niggas outside of there, you weird. Tell me I'm wrong. Nah, that nigga, he was a little too, you know what I'm saying? He was feeling me too hard. Man. Like, he was a little too weird. Like,
before I turned into a hoe and before I was like a nigga that my wife was like, oh yeah, I was weird to these women. Yeah. And she was like, yeah, I like you. Ugh. Like, wow, okay. Hey, I'm trying to take you on a date. What we gonna go?
Like, why you wanna go? Like, and then it was like, cause like then like those
dodge the bullet though.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah! You shot. And see, now it's that vicious circle because they looking for a certain swag from a nigga that is like, you know, honestly, you trying to get the balance. You try to be the balance, right? Yeah. Like I try to be the balance for my wife because I know, you know what I'm saying. I ain't trying to be that nigga that aged out and be like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Wearing the fucking, I heard the Jesus sandals, you know what I'm saying, with socks. Like I ain't there, you know what I mean? Like I don't think I will ever be there. I ain't the guy to get the minivan and drive around. Like no, it ain't me. So like, there's a certain level of swag, but I'm also like a lame cheesy nigga at times too. Like I don't have all the right shit to say. Like if I had to get back out here in these streets, bro, it would be just like nah. Like I don't have no pickup lines. I don't have no like, you know what I'm saying, Trey Songz-esque. I don't even know if you can really say Trey Songz anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like
You're the millennium too.
But like the niggas that like, you know what I'm saying, they just talk with so much like swag and coolness and be this and the
I told my
like,
older sister the other day, I was like, God forbid anything happen with me and my wife, or to her. I'm bad pussy. Like I'm not coming out here and doing this shit with these niggas and fucking. No, I'm not doing it. I ain't going, dog.
I get it.
It doesn't matter that I'm not going.
And see, so the thing is, bro, like I don't even think it would need to get there. I get it because you like, hey, you just want the ease. But eventually you gonna want a motherfucker. They were saying it on, I think it was on the Joe Budden show, like, on the Joe Budden podcast, when it was just like, yo, like, wanting to have a motherfucker that, like, you can kick it with and go, like, when you like, hey, shit, I got this vacation. I really want to go on this vacation to this island or whatever. I want to go, whatever. Damn, who can I call?
It's
like
cheaper out there.
But see, but see, that's the thing though. Like again, and maybe that's to your point. Maybe that's to you're feeding to the point. Like you don't like women.
We ain't even talking about that no more, are we?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But I'm just saying. But that's
it's not that I don't like women. It's just like, man, that's a lot to deal with at this point in my life. Like I thought I was done. I thought I was married.
I think that it would be different for you because you wouldn't frequent those places you would try probably just to see if you still got it. But you wouldn't. You would go somewhere else. You would find love in different places. Or not even love you, but you'll find a motherfucker that you can kick it with.
Lounge.
And shit. Somewhere like, bro, there's other places that you can run into motherfuckers.
How fucked up would my life be if I found my next wife at Docks?
It wouldn't be that fucked up because, like, honestly, it would probably be like on your speed. You'll probably fucking fall in love like real quick. Like, damn, you like this shit too? So this shit don't stink to you. You fuck with it. Like, damn. So you don't care about the smoke or nothing getting all over your hair. Not you here. Man, I like you. What you doing outside of this? Like, I mean, I think that
I'm trying to replace my wife.
Never.
Hypotheticals.
Never. You can never do that. Like, because you found your one. But I'm just saying, like,
we talk shit.
In the scheme of things, you know what I'm saying? I think that everybody. I'm not saying because I ain't had to be in the dating game ever, so I'm not trying to be like, oh yeah, this is the answer.
And it's always been piss in the dating pool. Like I don't even know why niggas are saying that now.
Yeah, like I feel like it's always been a challenge to find someone that you fucking like, yo. I don't think that I could find anyone, honestly, at least on this side of the world, that I rock with like I rock with my wife. Like the way we argue and we have our disagreements, but it's something
that's a lot of time.
What you mean?
That's 20 years.
Yeah, like she, like bro, like she knows.
You gonna have to try to train another girl to
like that. That'd be hard as fuck to have somebody like that know how to like will set up my doctor's appointment because she know that I'll be too fucking lazy to fucking just go do it and shit. She's like, hey, listen, you got an appointment.
I'm coughing up blood, man. I don't know. I just took some diamond tab.
You know what I'm saying? And she might be, oh, you want some soup or something? You get a new girl, you want some soup? Like, nah, I need you to set up my damn doctor's appointment so this shit didn't happen.
This bitch don't know nothing.
Who are you? Like, but no, like for real though. Like that's just how, I just can't bring myself to. I get what he's saying, and I understand like what everybody is experiencing because I hear about it. I talk to people who are single. I know like the different stories that you kind of bring together, right?
Yeah.
So I understand that it's tough out here, but I also think that like when I hear it, I'm like, from hearing it from both sides, I just feel like there's a huge misunderstanding, miscommunication that
we married and it's a misunderstanding.
Exactly. Like you can, and that's what we know. That's how we know about this shit, bro. Like we know being married for as long as we've been married, we know that like these are those times where in your relationship that y'all just for some reason ain't lining up. Like damn, like we were just good, but like for some reason we meet each other.
Some type of reset, and then you be like, oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, like we just meet each other at different points
with each other,
bro. I'm saying like that's all I'm saying. It's just like everybody's meeting each other at different points, and it's like fucking up everything because everybody think that it's like like no, like everybody want the same fucking thing. It's just the way it's going about it is just being is being missed in so many different ways.
Let's end it with this. All right, this is a segment that has been brought up since you've been gone.
Since you've been gone. I'm sorry.
I did say that when he came to the crib, but what you call it? It was brought up by a couple of our guests and shit like that. And we're going to do this with every guest that come in, but you ain't been here. So we need to hear your scaring the girls moment, a moment when you're at a kickback house party, anywhere like that. And a dude made the girls so uncomfortable that they had to leave.
You know which one I'm talking about.
Go ahead and say it because I was going to bring it up. If you didn't say it, I was like, stop fucking playing. So go ahead.
Man, it was a time back in the day, man. We had a homie come through one of the house parties, and he was somebody that I knew, we were adults, so we were having a party.
This nigga bigger than Aaron Donald.
But I've known him for some years since we were shorties, you know what I'm saying? He's always been like the younger nigga for us, you know what I'm saying? Like little bros, but like
I forgot he was younger.
Yeah, he was younger, but he's bigger than all of us, bro. Like, so he come through, man. We ain't seen him in a minute. He kicking it. One of the other homies brought him through, and we all kicking it, and everything's
drinking
good.
Drinking our asses off.
Drinking hard, like heavy. Yeah. Everybody, not just
we all in
us.
Our 20s.
Yeah. So we drinking, and towards like, towards the middle / end of the night, we realized that this nigga, has had too many, and he is a big dude. So he
nice as shit.
So he started like scaring motherfuckers with kindness. Like, I mean, he was going around like, yo, I swear to God, bro, I'll fuck with y'all niggas, man. Like this shit. Like, hey, if any nigga ever say anything to y'all, I'm gonna beat his ass. I'm gonna fuck him. Oh, nigga, like, so much so that nigga grabbed my shirt, yanked me up, and was like, bro, I got you no matter what. Nobody ain't ever gonna say shit to you. Like, I got you.
In your house.
In my house. I'm like, bro, it's cool. Thank you, bro. Like, I appreciate you, bro. Like, it's cool. Calm down, though. Like, you and all the ladies looking like, oh, shit. Like, this nigga gotta go.
He big as hell.
And that nigga went on.
I didn't mean to scare nobody.
Yeah, that nigga went on for at least 40 minutes doing that shit great, hitting the wall.
That nigga said, I just met you, but you cool. That nigga say you cool, you cool.
And if anybody fuck with you, I got you too. Man, that nigga ended up fucking in the bathroom, passed out in our shower, throw up all over the floor. Like, that nigga had.
Oh, I didn't know he threw up.
Yeah, man. Remember, like, he fucked up the granite. Like,
yeah.
Kid was mad as fuck, bro. We had just got that bathroom done too. It was like, he just laid out in the shower, just big as shit. It was like, hey man, hey, listen, somebody, y'all gotta get him to go home, man. We gotta get him home. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously we ain't gonna kick him out because
he
one of the old homies too. Like, so it's like, it's just one of those like, yeah, like, you a cool dude, but we just can't have you around.
He don't know how big he is. Yeah. Pause.
Like, you just can't, like, you can't be that
run
big.
Around 6'4", threesome.
Nigga, he had you in, like, Brian, like, everybody was like,
big as shit.
Thought y'all was going to
Brian was like, man, am I going to have to shoot
we going to have to, I was looking at y'all like, hey, look, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah,
like, we just gotta calm him down.
We got to get him before he get us.
Yeah, like.
It was like the gorilla was in the house.
Like, that nigga was going to take all of us. Like, we was just, hey.
Like, had you get something like, you was like, nah, he cool. I'm like,
yeah,
it don't look like it.
I'm hemmed up like, hey, yeah, nah, he's cool, y'all. He cool. Everybody just step back. I gotta calm him down. It's like the Hawk is like, all right, it's getting real sunny. Like what old girl, what Black Widow say to the Hawk to calm down? It's getting real sunny out here.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like,
Nigga, I was like, man,
like, you gotta calm down,
you
bro.
Get the gun. I sneak him. You gonna have to pop him after that, man. This nigga big as shit.
That shit, but yeah, that was by far, man.
Yeah, that's another origin story. Yeah, the girl,
man, bro. They had niggas like, they had everybody scared. Niggas like hey,
niggas sobering up, like,
yeah, bro. Like, you know it's something when everybody sober up, bro. Everybody instantly, like, I'm gonna get ready to go. Hey, there, like, hey, that nigga wildin', bro. Like, we gonna head out. And I'm like,
never seen him again. Next time I saw him was on fucking Facebook when he say that nigga from a fire. It was cussing him out,
bro. See, he's just a good dude, man. That's just crazy, just big, bro. Like this nigga.
Backstory, nigga was had a car accident. Not him. Somebody else had a car accident on Stony, right?
Yeah,
Stony Island.
Yeah, over there. Yeah,
and the car was on fire. He see it, drag dude out, put him in his car, and then go live and say, I saved your ass. Tell him I saved your ass, nigga. This motherfucker's gonna die.
Because dude was drunk and shit, and like ran into a tree, car caught on fire, and motherfucker was still in there. So he like got him out.
He's a nice guy, man. He just don't know how big he is.
It was like, it's stupid ass. Like, because he was cussing him out like, bro, you drunk as hell. Like, fucking, like, driving into a tree and now your shit is on fire. I saved you. You almost died in this motherfucker. I was like, damn. Now, that's content.
Shut up, Brandon. Oh, man. I got one, too. It ain't as entertaining as that one. But, I was messing with this girl, and I was messing with her friend. And then when I was messing with her friend, she called me and was like, hey, you need to come over here right now. I got this girl over here. We have a threesome. I was like, oh, I got bird in the hand right here. Or I could drive and go over there. I was like, I'll be over there in a minute. And go. Ain't shit happened over here. I was mad as hell.
Mm.
So she was like, she hit me up like maybe a few weeks later. It was like, hey, I'm finna call her back over. I was like, bet. Get over there. Like, keep in mind the last time, old girl was on the phone, like the other girl was like, yeah, you need to come through. So I was like, okay. So this time I'm like, I bet. You know, I'll bring over a bottle, some weed and shit. I'm like, yeah, it's finna happen. Well, girl come in looking scary as hell, like she didn't know I was gonna be there. So I'm like, man, what the fuck? She was like, it's cool, just chill. It's cool. She set it up, so.
Oh yeah, you told me that. I know this story, though.
I'm sitting at the edge of the bed, some movie on or whatever. I'm trying to reach back, motherfucker. Like, so I'm like, all right, let me let shit happen. I'm sitting at the edge of the bed like this and shit. I hear him doing shit. I'm like, I guess it's time.
Like,
go back there, motherfucking record scratch. Like, no. I was just like, bitch, what the fuck? She was like, I told you to chill. I'll bring you in later. Now thinking about this shit, I'm like, is that I don't know if it was, but just like thinking back at it, like, was she not drunk enough to do that shit? It was like, oh, maybe I dodged the bullet on that, but like at the same time, she got up and left. You know, girl was like, if you would have just chilled, we could have fucked her. And I was like, I really, you called me over for this.
Yeah.
I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, I ain't do nothing.
I didn't really do nothing. She was like, she's scary. I was just like, nigga, I thought you called me over for this. But
you said this.
Yeah.
If it's anybody's fault, it's yours.
Yeah, I ain't do nothing too aggressive. I was just trying to rub a leg and nothing, but I just kept getting this. I was like,
it's almost like we should have just had this conversation because it's like, did you talk to the girl beforehand, like at all?
No, not since the last time on the phone. Like, you should come over here and shit like that.
So she was saying that too, though.
Yeah.
So
this was another like 2 weeks later.
Oh, so she was probably fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Yeah. So I was like,
that's crazy.
I scared the bitches away.
Nah, you ain't do that. You ain't scared out of the way that she wasn't ready. She wasn't gonna do it.
I know. She didn't.
Yeah, so
and I was like, damn. I mean, I was told from last time and this time, but it's like, okay, I guess you had a lot of prepping to do or whatever. I don't know what happened. It didn't happen. So to this day, I ain't never had no threesome. I keep fucking them up. And I guess I'm not going to have one no more. Nope. What a drop at, man? What a drop at.
Do you think it's wise for you to keep talking?
All right, man. KB Buck. You ain't been here in a while, man, so I gotta show out. All right. So I saw this on some other podcast. You get $1 million to beat up any celebrity. You gotta beat them up. Who you picking?
Tosh Mori.
Damn!
I fuck with him though. I was thinking of the smallest person.
You think you whoop his ass?
I don't know, but like, you know, he's a smaller guy, so I just figured, hey, look, you know, go after the smallest one.
Let's see, how tall is Taj Mowry and shit? He 5'7".
Yeah.
You fucking him up?
I mean,
you had that off the top.
I had to think of who was the shortest person that I know that's like, you know.
Damn. I went with Peter Dinklage. The nigga from Game of Thrones.
I ain't watched Game of Thrones.
Tyrion? Oh, okay. Did you see Death at a Funeral with Martin and Chris Rock?
Yeah.
The
little person?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to guarantee a win, nigga. I want out of here and shit. Damn, you went with a grown man. I mean that nigga grown too.
He grown too. Like,
but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to knock it out. The dude, the show that I got it from was like he going after damn, what's his name now? I'm calling him Victor from Umbrella Academy. What is Juno name now?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, what was her name before? Anyway.
Yeah, he changed.
Dude was like, oh yeah, I'm fucking him up. I didn't want to steal his answer, but I was like, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Motherfucker 5'1", used to be a woman. Yeah. Like,
damn.
Like, I mean, the easy answer is to pick a woman, but you can't do that.
No.
Not for no $1 million. But
my brain didn't even go to that.
Man, went straight to Taj Mowry. Damn. He's a smart guy. Y'all the same age too.
Yeah. Not the same height though.
Oh man.
I'm just bullshit because that motherfucker probably be lifting the neck.
That's what I'm saying. Like he probably in shape and shit.
Hey man,
you got a runner up. Try to think.
Yeah, I'm trying to
go
think.
after nobody else, no other small person.
Because then it's gonna
little
be
person. Yeah. Then I'm doing all that. I'm just trying to guarantee a win, dog. Who is somebody that I brought this up at work, and this dude was like Kevin Hart. I was like, nah. I was like, Kevin Hart in shape. He fucking you up.
Bro, Kevin Hart whooping your ass, bro. Like,
You ain't lifted a weight in years. Kevin Hart whooping your ass.
Kevin Hart got hands, bro. Like that nigga. Where you from? Philly?
Philly? Yeah.
Oh, that nigga
Kevin
got
Hart whooping your
hands,
ass,
bro.
bro.
The fuck out of here.
I was like, nigga, you huff and puff going
I
upstairs.
done seen
Kevin
that.
Hart whooping your ass.
I didn't seen that nigga do the air stairs.
Yeah. I was like, you don't want them problems.
That
bro.
nigga's
I was like, Kevin Hart whooping your ass.
A little muscle, bro. Like
Yeah.
just a solid muscle walking around, bro.
I was like, I don't even want to try him on that shit. He in better shape than me. I'm taller than him, but like I ain't really trying to do that shit.
I guess I was gonna think my runner would probably be McLovin.
Oh, since we on that, Michael Cera, I'm beating his ass.
Now Michael Cera might surprise the shit out of you.
I'm
bro.
whooping Michael Cera ass. I'm whooping Jonah Hill ass too.
No,
I'm beating the shit out of Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill, bro. Jonah Hill used to be a big dude, so he still got solid strength. Probably like that nigga.
I'm fucking Jonah Hill up. I'm fucking him up. All them super bad niggas, I'm fucking up. All three of them.
Jonah Hill, even more so than the other.
You think Jonah Hill can fight?
I think Jonah Hill got that crazy nigga fight, like just fucking red.
I'm rocking his shit. Fuck at it. I'm rocking his shit.
He's gonna be and he gonna get you because he just gonna be. You ever fought somebody who's like, oh nigga, I can't even fight this crazy nigga. Like he just wailing and doing all types of shit. You don't even he'll fuck around and accidentally get you just off of you just don't know where that shit comes from. His stance ain't gonna be.
I'm rocking his shit.
Okay, yeah, nah.
Fuck out of here. Peter Dinklage, Jonah Hill, Michael Cera, and McLovin. I'm beating all their ass. Right now.
I'm getting that million.
I like all them niggas though, but I'm just saying for this million, they getting his heat, nigga.
Yep.
Big loving, that was good.
And you gotta clip this up and
I'm definitely clipping this up and tagging them niggas. The fuck? I stand on it. Shout outs.
Man, shoot, shout out to my wife and kids. Always holding it down, always making everything that I do worthwhile. Shout out to you, bro. Holding down the show, doing your thing. I was watching from afar. Saw you struggling, a little bit here and there, with some of our usual routines. But, you definitely pulled that shit together and did your thing. And shout out to all the black entrepreneurs, black-owned businesses out there doing their thing as well, building generational wealth, giving us all the inspiration and things that we need to flourish and go after our dreams and, all the black success out there. So,
yeah, man. Well, first of all, want to shout you out, D. E back, best co-host in the world. Want to shout out listeners. We appreciate you, everything you do for us. Listens, follows, critiques, good, bad, all that shit. We appreciate it. Keep liking, subscribing, and fucking with us. Want to shout out all the co-hosts that it took to hold you down and shit. You was gone, man. Again, Chris, Jameson, Mars. We appreciate y'all. Want to shout out Hitman Podcast, Chris, MG, Dreams Clothing Line. Want to shout out King Odeezy. Want to shout out Stacks 100. Flintstones is out. It's playing under here right now. Also, After Party. The video just came out for After Party, so fuck with that.
Yeah, I need him to not get too big and forget about us, man.
He said he ain't gonna forget about us, man. he forgot about Drake.
He is getting. I see the growth, bro. I see the progress, man. And big ups to him.
He gonna remember us, man. Like, hey,
I'm proud of that, man. And just to know him and to see that. He gonna be big, man.
And he a solid dude. Been a solid dude since we met him.
Oh, absolutely,
shit like that, man. Other than that, we out.
Don't be weird.
Oh, I ain't got to say it no more.
Filming themselves.
This has been the I Ain't Going Show. You can watch us on YouTube or listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, iHeart, Amazon Music, Stitcher, and Audible. Please be sure to rate, review, subscribe, and follow.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't
a
like that
bean.
shit.